On June 16th of this year, the Oklahoma City Police Department responded to a disturbance call at the Club Night Trips, which is located at 220 South Vermont. When responding officers arrived at the scene, the initial information that we obtained was that there had been an altercation in the parking lot between individuals who were standing in the parking lot and a pickup truck that was leaving the parking lot. Our initial information, there was words exchanged between the two parties, and as the pickup truck was leaving the parking lot, that a passenger leaned out the window, displayed a handgun, and then fired a round of what we believe into the ground. As we continued to investigate that evening, we gained information that the two individuals in the truck might be Oklahoma City police officers. Once we had the names of those two officers who we believe might be involved in the incident, they were placed on administrative leave with pay while we investigated. As this investigation has continued over the past month or so, we finally completed that investigation and presented the case file to the Oklahoma County District Attorney David Prater. Yesterday, he accepted a charge of use of a motor vehicle to facilitate the use of a firearm or other deadly weapon on two of the officers that were involved in that incident. Those officers have been identified as 8-year veteran Sergeant Dyron Carter and 7-year veteran Sergeant Michael McKeithen, and warrants were issued.
We combined witness statements at the scene, physical evidence at the scene, and ballistics evidence at the scene, as well as some admissions that were made by the defendants in the case to other officers to come to a point where we could actually file the charges. So we filed using a vehicle to facilitate the intentional discharge of a firearm. It's basically a charge that we call the drive-by statute, and it's a felony charge that we normally charge gangbangers with. And again, in this case, the alleged activity is that of gangbangers, you know, when you're shooting from a vehicle at another group of people. And if these off-duty officers want to conduct themselves that way, that's exactly how we'll treat them, just like any other gangbanger. It's disappointing. Is there a level of disappointment when you have a investigation that comes to your office that involves a police officer? Yeah, it is, because that's not the way the majority of these outstanding men and women in law enforcement conduct themselves. So it's disappointing again, and really it shines a bad light on everyone, which is unfair to those great men and women who are out there putting their lives on the line every day. So there's a disappointment there, but there's no additional pressure because, you know, really I try to view any case, no matter who it involves, equally and on a level playing field. And, you know, if you're involved in criminal activity, I don't care what you do for a living, you're going to be held responsible and accountable in this office.